Hi. Morning to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi, y'all. So it's early Saturday morning. Got a day shift today, which is great. It's going to be a busy day because Kristen Ball is coming across the Gulf. Probably not going to be anything but a rain event. But if it gets to be looking like it's a big enough rain event, I'll end up having to stay at work so that, don't get flooded out and we can't get people in. And so anyway, shelter in place we call it at the plants. And so that could happen. So anyway, I've got everything packed in my truck, ready to go. So when I get to work today, I may be back tonight. It may be Monday before I get back home. I don't know. We're gonna have to just see how it goes. That's what happens, just when these things happen. So anyway, when you get these storms, get out in the Gulf, even though it is still kind of early in the season and the Gulf's not as hot as it's going to be or whatever, there's still going to be plenty of energy there. And you never know what they're going to do. So we'll see. Personally, I don't think I'll be staying at work. I think I'll be able to come home. I do have plenty of coffee ready just in case I have to stay at work. So, we're in good shape. All right, so today's shave. We're going to get on first thing. Thanks, Chris. I am CDB for the shout out the other day. He highlighted several of the smaller channels, some of the newer guys in the smaller channels, some of us that just kind of cruise along, not really worried about having a whole lot of subscribers. So, it's nice that the folks come by and want to watch a grumpy old guy shave with vintage equipment. Not trying to sell you anything. I mostly use vintage stuff and, gripe about stuff. I don't know. So, hey, if that's what you like, welcome aboard. Thanks. But I do appreciate the heads up, Chris, and hope to be talking with you more on stuff. All right, so today we're going to mix old and new, just because I like doing that sometimes. So the razor is an absolutely gorgeous lather catcher, we call them. This is about a 1902 Count Brothers Star. It says Star on the side. It's got the Count Brothers and everything on the back. These particular models had the heads that open up for cleaning and all, which was really neat. And they're just really neat. The old lather catchers are just, as far as vintage razor goes, they're just, the bee's knees is what people used to say. I guess I've heard that a few times. I don't know. But anyway, they're really neat. So we'll take us a good treat blade. Treat blades, carbon steel, because Fuzzy likes carbon steel blades, better than stainless. And the blade just kind of slides in under the side pieces there. Make sure it's up against the blade stops and everything's nice and centered, something along those lines. And then it's got a clip here in the back, little slide latch up here that we're going to slide up against the back of the blade. And there you go. You push up on it, you make sure the blade's staying nice and tight, and everything's great. The earlier models were actually adjustable. They didn't have the little springy thingies on the side. They had little screws you adjusted with, and those are wedge blades. Now this one holds a wedge. This is a wedge, can use a wedge blade. And we'll do get around to that one of these days. And a wedge blade, of course, is like a piece of a, kind of a piece of a straight razor. So, love wedge shaves. But anyway, so that's going to be today's razor and blade, treat blade. Now remember, it's a carbon steel blade, so when you get done, you got to dry it off because you don't get rushed. Some people think that's too much of a hassle and everything, and well, I don't. I think it's okay. Like my carbon steel blades. So for a brush today, we're going to use the horse brush again. I may have actually used this. No, I didn't use it last shave, but I've used it a couple of shaves ago. And normally I spread stuff out and use different stuff around, but I looked over this morning. There's the horse brush sitting there, just a V-long or Vi-long, however V-long so I say it. But anyway, horse brush. So it's doing a little bit of soaking. Like a boar brush, it benefits a little bit from soaking to start with. So as far as soap goes today, this is where the newer stuff comes in. So I'm going to use Krampert's Finest Bay Rum. It's a Bay Rum type day for some reason. I don't know why. I just felt it. I am out of the Krampert's Finest aftershave. I just never seem to remember to get any. But I do have Penal Virgin Island Bay Rum, which is a really, really, really great Bay Rum also. But the soap is just awesome. And the guy that has this Krampert's Finest is also a member of Toast. and has been for quite some time. He's our range master over there. Really good guy. And so I like using Krampert's Finest every once in a while. It's a really nice, clean smelling bay rum scent. And he calls it Krampert's Finest Bay Rum Acadian Spice Shaving Soap. So it's, you know, really neat stuff. You can find it several different places. And it's just neat. I love a good bay rum. One of those old scents that's been around for a while, and really, really, really nice. Kind of a barbershop-y scent. Alrighty. We're gonna get the old face wiped down here. And I don't have just a day's growth, day and a half growth. No real big deal. And we're gonna get it taken care of there. I've got a little shave kit packed. Maybe I'll get a chance to do a shave while I'm at the plant. If we end up getting locked in. Don't think we will. I just don't see it happening. But you know, we had our little supervisors and hurricane crew meeting yesterday, and I've got a list of things to do today. That was a big thing about going to the meeting, where they ended up with a list of things to do today. Isn't that nice? But anyway, well, the Kramperts, it's in this neat little travel container. This one is. They have a couple different sizes. This is a travel size, I guess. And it's plenty deep. It's on the side. It's plenty big to get your brush loaded good. And of course, that's what we're looking for, to get the brush loaded, because, you know, we face lather it fuzzy. Bowl lathering, you know, save your bowls for soup and stuff, folks. Face lather, that's where it's at. Face lather like gold intended. All right. Nice, easy lather. Great smelling. The bay rum is just awesome. I'm fixing these glasses off the top of my head. You know, I could actually just take those off. Yeah, boy, getting older, need reading glasses. Of course, I've needed reading glasses for years. I was a member of the over 40 club before I was 40. What my eye doctor called it, the over 40 club. Get to use reading glasses, even with how strong contacts I wear. Put a little bit more water in there. We're not looking for buttercream, of course, on our lather, because he never does. Looking for a good, nice, slick lather, which works up really nice with this brush. Gotta love a horse brush. I mean, they're comparable to boar. I don't see a lot of difference between horse brush and boar brushes, but it's just fun. Like my horse brushes. So, everybody knows that watches Very Much Fuzzy that I ain't the world's biggest fan of a bunch of crazy people in traffic. There's a bunch of crazy people back in traffic again now that the state's starting to open back up and stuff like that. That's just amazing. So shaving with these old lather catchers, everybody kind of looks at them and they go, why would you use an SC razor? What's better about a single edge razor over a double edge razor? And then, you know, and say, single edge razors rock. That's all there is to it. It's not hard to find a good angle. And what you're going to do is you're just going to run the there blade down at a nice angle. Not all the way flat, baby, but nice angle. And the thing about it is, after you use them for a while, you don't even think about the angle. I've actually got when I'm talking about the angle, I've actually got to pay a whole lot of attention to look at what the angle is. I don't normally pay attention to what the angle is. All right, do a little face stretching. That's another good tip, and another thing I forget to mention every once in a while is that some good face stretching is always a good idea. I like to use short strokes. Some people like to use the big long strokes and everything. That's great. That's your thing. Little short strokes come up. I know exactly how my beard grows because I've been doing this a while. And we'll come right back under here. Finish it all out. This soap has very nice slickness. And you're looking for slickness and you're looking for cushion and you yada 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 and you want this and yada. I get it. So we're going to go ahead and straighten up around the old goatee. These lather catchers are just great. Matter of fact, over at Toast, we've got what we call the clan of catchers. And that's what it is. It's folks with the lather catchers. And they're really nice. I mean, they're not super hard to find. And they work really well. It's just neat using something that old. All right. Go back for a second round here. There we go. Beautiful. Nice, easy. Can't tell you how great it smells in here now. But it's, well, I can tell you. It smells great. But it doesn't do this. Now we'll go across the grain a little bit here. I don't do against the grain. Don't see any point in it. You're risking irritation. I mean, I can do it without irritation. I really can. But we don't worry so much about DBS here, because after a couple hours, no matter how close you get it, it's going to be right back to sandpaper. My beard is light colored, so it doesn't really look maybe that heavy, but I grow a good beard. So after a couple of hours, it's right back to the sandpaper. So I figure, why worry about it? Well, look at that. That's not something I see all the time. Got a little bit of a nick right there. Right there in that crease. I bet I didn't smile at the right time, or either I smiled at the wrong time, or I didn't smile, or I didn't stretch, or I didn't do something. End up with a little weeper there. Well, it happens. Not the end of the world. No need to go running out screaming into the street for that. All right, let's get this cleaned up and see what we got. I can tell you what we got. What we got is a great shave going on. All right. So you keep hearing me mention Toast. For the new people who might not know what Toast is the original safety. Now it's 3. The original safety 3. TOST and the number 3.com. Toast 3. We're just really getting that one started. It's still really plain. Might always be really plain. But we had to move from the original safety 2, which we still call Toast. That was the original safety, the number 2.com, all one word. And we're having to move because we're having issues with, that was a free forum, and ends up it's not really free because they charge you for pictures, and we post a lot of pictures. So it got to be where it was very much prohibitive cost-wise to keep it. So we're moving to a new place. The original Toast, there's an original Toast, and then I had to restart it, so I went to Toast 2. And then now that we've had those problems, it's Toast 3. The original Toast is already a read-only archive. Toast 2, which we just call Toast, will be turned into a read-only, and then Toast 3 will be the new thing. So right now we've got Toast, the original safety 2.com, and Toast 3, which is TOST3.com. Both are running. So feel free to run and check. All it is single edge shaving, and single edge and injector shaving, that kind of stuff. There's no straight razor stuff. There's no double edge stuff. That's all known as unmentionables there. And we're pretty fanatical about those unmentionables, or not mentioned, not talked about. All right, so we're just using a little witch hazel. Again, for the newer folks, if you haven't seen that, that's what we use on our touch-up pass here. Just plain old dollar store witch hazel. I can feel that I got rough areas sometimes that I need to take care of. Any kind of little nicks or any kind of little irritation you might get, witch hazel is going to help with that. It's nice and slick. I like my witch hazel touch-up pass. As it is, we're just hitting the areas that we normally hit. There's nothing fancy today. Everything is pretty normal. So there we go. That's what we're going to call the shave today, with the 1902-ish Camp Brothers star. And you'll see some with different handles and different style heads, and there's different things. But everybody talks about how hard it is to you know, they don't want to mess with a blade to dry a blade off. So we take the blade out, which is pretty easy. Ooh. And you take your old hand towel, and everybody keeps a hand towel for shaving anyway, right? Huh? You got your hand towel, and you're gonna hold the blade by the spine. I remembered the word spine this time. Aren't y'all proud of me? And you just take it and fly the blade, and then I just put it aside, and I'll have it ready for the next shave. Easy peasy, huh? There's nothing to that. That's not so hard. But if you're a fan of the stainless blades, that's fine. Use stainless blades. I think they're rougher, and I just like the carbon steel better. Sometimes there's not any big reason why you like something more. You just do. Especially with me, there's a lot of times not any reason. All right, get everything rinsed off, dry it off, and we'll take a little look here. So we got a really nice shave out of it. Got one little weeper there. Like I said, right there in that old guy fold of the skin. I got old guy skin starting. Been dealing with that for a while. But I'm not as bad off as some people, let's put it that way. We ain't gonna mention any names. Not gonna mention any names. So we're gonna slap on a little bit of the bay rum, Virgin Island, Pinard. You gotta love Pinard products. If you like the old-fashioned barbershop stuff, well, yeah, you can feel that little nick there. If you like the old-fashioned barbershop scents and the feel and everything, then you're gonna want to use some Pinard stuff. It gives you that old guy barbershop feel and smell, and it's just classic stuff in my book, which is perfect. Krampert's finest bay rum, very nice bay rum soap. He also has the frostbite, which is the menthol. He's got aftershaves that are really nice. They're alcohol-free aftershaves. They feel really great. As you can tell, fuzzy don't moisturize. I don't, you know. That's not my thing. But if you like that kind of stuff, the aftershaves have a really nice feel to them because they're, you know, they're witch hazel based. They're not alcohol based. So they got a really great feel to them. So you know, give them a try. They're not hard to find. You can Google it. You can just Google anything. So there we go. That's going to be our shave today, and we're going to finish getting ready. Got a few more things to pack. I got some things in the fridge that are going to go to work with me, so I have something to munch on and get moving. So I'm not sure yet if we're going to end up having to do a shave at the plant, if we'll end up doing a road shave at the plant, or what we're going to do. And if we do, probably going to be the Starling. I think I'm going to take the Starling with me. Yes, I've got the bag pack, but I still haven't thrown all my shaving gear in yet because I'm not real sure. But normally, you know, I travel with a 1912 as a G3 set in the plastic case. That's normally what I travel with. But I think this time I may just throw the Starling in with a couple blades, and I've got my travel bore and my thing of Williams for my travel kit. Yep, I said Williams. Fuzzy is a fan of the Williams. Doesn't take that long to figure that out. Trust me on this one. So anyway, we'll see what happens and what's going on. So that's going to be it for this morning. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you. And if you're around where Kristen Ball is going to be around, get the umbrella out. So we'll talk to y'all next time. Happy shaves to you.